me was a really an unexpected world.
College was both terrific and challenging.
I was forging new ground for my family. No one had gone. They're like, okay, Dawn, you're pretty smart, go for it.
My family didn't know anything about college. I didn't get financial support from them. So the experience was finding my own way.
Sometimes I had 2 and 3 jobs. I did it. My work-study job, then I was a janitor. I had all these different kind of jobs.
The first 2 years of college were in Ireland. Mom finished grade school. Dad went halfway through high school. I had one of those first rubber keyboard computers. I sold it to buy a bicycle for transport to college.
My parents didn't have any formal education. They didn't know what are the challenges the college student or even a high school student are going to face.
So I felt like a fish out of water when I arrived on campus. There were people on campus who had a lot of things that I didn't have, and they seemed to know these unspoken rules.
I had never been around anybody who had been in college. College for me was a transformative experience because I discovered a world that I really hadn't known existed just by having the doors open and getting an education.
If you're a first generation student and you have to find your own way, you've got an outlook on life that's well ahead of most of your peers who have a strong network of support. You have a way of pushing yourself forward despite the obstacles you face.
No one spoke about being a first-generation student. No one spoke about it. So I really didn't even think about it, that Mom and Dad didn't go to college.
We come from a background where people have not had the benefit of an education like we're getting or have gotten.
I think the principal thing that I want for first-generation students to realize is that being a first-generation student is actually an attribute. It's not something to feel like, oh gosh, I'm different than the others and different in a way that's not an advantage. I would argue that it's a tremendous advantage.
And, so you can take it as a badge of honor that you're doing it without necessarily having a well-informed parent who can walk you through the system.
And I think, my advice to the student is, yes, we do have a disadvantage. We might not have a parents that they have a college degree and college experience, but we can rely on a lot of other resources that colleges and universities, including St. Mike, is providing for the student.
As a first generation college student, I was afraid I would be kicked out at any moment, that people would somehow know that I wasn't fit to be there. So if you reach out for academic support, you might feel like you're signaling your unfitness or in some way, but that's just not true.
In fact, I would tell you that I honestly believe that being a first-generation student is like a type of superpower. And the reason I think it's a type of superpower is that you learn how to be familiar in a very deep way with more than one culture in a way that your classmates are not.
It takes a lot to come to college. And it takes an incredible amount to come to a college like St. Mike's, where everybody knows everybody. That first generation students are looking to thrive and create themselves and discover themselves in really deep and interesting and profound ways. And that's an amazing process to help be part of.
You're the first one to go to college in your family. It doesn't mean that you come from a poor background. It doesn't mean that you come from, a really rich. It doesn't mean anything outside of you are the first one to go to college.
A lot of us as a faculty, as well as staff at this institution, are first generation student, and we have a real life experience, and we are willing to share our experience with those students.
Realize that there are many of us, and there are many first generation students.
We are here to help, and we are going to be with you from the beginning to the end of your journey, and we are not going to leave you alone.
There are many people around this campus who are first generation, get it, empathize, and want to, again, walk alongside.
I'm Krista LaHote, an associate professor of philosophy.
Declan McKay, I'm a professor and chair of biology.
My name is Mike Bozie. I'm an associate professor of political science at St. Michael's College.
My name is Donna Bazzone. I'm a professor of biology.
I'm Reza Ramazani, professor of economics.
I am Dawn Ellenwood, Vice President for Student Affairs, and I am proud to be a first generation student.